the offboarding process for Jimmy Garoppolo. According to the NFL Network, who they come to practice every once in a while and talk to people off the record, Niners reportedly plan to release Jimmy Garoppolo during the final cuts if a trade doesn't materialize. And a trade's not going to materialize. So they're saying they're going to hold on to him through training camp, through the preseason, and then like September 10th or something, they'll cut him. What do you think of that plan?
Well, that's what I expected all along. Remember, that's what I bet. So,
right. We have a bet going. You're going to win the bet.
And I said that they'll either trade him or cut him right before the first regular season game. And I'm going to win that bet. What I think is, in a way, it's kind of crummy toward Jimmy. Had they cut him earlier, maybe he could have latched on as a backup somewhere. I don't think he'd be a starter right now, but in a position to be a starter if someone gets hurt. So I think Jimmy has been a good soldier on the 49ers. I'm sorry that he's in limbo like that.
I agree. It's like I think what they're saying is, well, look, dude, you didn't tell us about the surgery. We were totally blindsided by this. They say they had a trade like agreed to in principle on the table and that Jimmy Garoppolo ruined it by having this surprise surgery. And so I think they're saying, well, we could do what's best for you, but you did what's best for you. So now we're going to do what's best for us. But I think it's funny that they think what's best for them is holding on to Jimmy Garoppolo like he's going to go somewhere and hurt him. You don't like Jimmy Garoppolo. You wanted to get rid of Jimmy Garoppolo. Now you're afraid of him? Well, you're afraid he's going to go to the Seahawks? They play the Seahawks in their home opener week 2. Imagine Jimmy Garoppolo coming and beating Trey Lance. I guess they're afraid of that. But that's not if you're afraid of that, then keep him. Why? Yeah. You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense.
One thing, Iggy, again, I've not dealt with Lynch and Shanahan. I don't think Garoppolo's shoulder surgery and bitterness toward it is dictating what they do.
Okay.
I think by this point, they probably don't have much emotion about it. And I believe there's some other agenda that we're not quite getting. I don't think they're trying to spite Jimmy. It's maybe Al Davis would have done a thing like that.
Well, then I think what it has to be is that they're aware that once they cut him, there will be a market for him on the free agent market. And he could become a starting quarterback. And he could make them look stupid by going somewhere and winning, especially if this team has a losing season. Maybe that's what they're afraid of. So you know what? Hold on to him. Don't let him prepare for another team. Put him behind the 8 ball. Hopefully he'll be a backup and no one will see him this year and we don't have to worry about that.
I see. So they save face.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, saving face. This is all about saving face.
Yeah, it's about saving face, not about getting even. I don't think it's about getting even. So,
but still, it seems hard to say they saved face when they're going to end up cutting him when they should have cut him 4 months ago.
Yeah, and we've been saying that for the last 4 months.
Yeah, 4 months. Make it 5 months. 5 months we've been saying this. Okay, but you're going to win that bet. I'm looking forward to paying up. Jody Moore says, Grant, my man, people are comparing trade to Josh Allen and said it took 2 to 3 years for him. Question, did Buffalo have a Super Bowl ready team at the time? Patience was expected there. Will Niner fans have the same patience since we're a Super Bowl ready team? Dad, do you think if Trey Lance has a rough September, the Niner fans will be patient?
Not in the least.
Not in the least.
Not in the least.
Not in the least.
And if I were a fan, I wouldn't be patient. No. This isn't the rebuilding year. This is their window. Iggy, this is their window. They have a hell of a team.
Yeah.
Everywhere. They have on defense especially. What a team. And they have Deebo Samuel and they have George Kittle. And, this is a hell. And they have running backs. No, this is their window. And I don't think people should think, oh, well, the kid needs to, he needs another season of seasoning. No.
He's had a season of seasoning. He's been on the team. He knows this. They said this was the best way to prepare a quarterback. Don't play him. That's the best way to do it. Don't play him. All right, well, then let's show us that that's the best way to do it because I'm skeptical of that. Yeah. Playing usually helps.
I think so.
I don't know. Jody, that was extremely generous of you. $50. Thank you so much. I would have read it for 2. Josh says, what does Josh say? Let's get Brian Hoyer back. He was the franchise. He was very good in training camp, I got to say. He's going against a bad defense, though. Scribe, I don't know what that is. Scribe Mind says Jimmy being there doesn't matter. Trey will have to beat Brady Rodgers in January. He should be tough enough not to be bothered by Jimmy in July.
Well, I like that point.
I like that.
Yeah, I like it. He should show the toughness not to be bothered. And frankly, I don't think he is bothered by the fact that Jimmy's there. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he goes into the bathroom and cries, but I don't think so. My only issue is this kid has to play. If he's a football player, he needs to play in games.
That's a really funny visual. Sorry, I was just picturing him in a stool.
Crying.
Yeah, crying.